Although I expected some illegal questions during my interviews, I wasn't expecting this level of unprofessionalism from a residency program. Here's my worst residency interview experience and why I still ended up breaking them. First, the Zoom opened up 20 minutes late, which was really just foreshadowing for the rest of the interview. Once everyone was in the Zoom, the program intro from the PD was barely 5 minutes long with no slides and no structure. One faculty interviewer was 40 minutes late and he called in from the airport on speakerphone using public Wi-Fi. He interviewed 2 applicants, realized that his connection was too unstable and that everyone around him at the airport could hear the applicants, and ended up leaving before I could have a chance to interview with him. But the worst part was my interview with the PD. As soon as I entered the room, she asked, "Anna?" And I said, "Oh no, I'm Avery Zoe." We spent a painfully long 30 seconds in silence as she dug through her pile of manila folders, slowly pulled my application out, opened it up, and the first question she asked me is, "What is your date of birth?" Not even a "what's your birthday" or even "what year were you born?" It was just a very sterile "what is your date of birth?" I was so taken aback, but I just told her my answer, hoping we can just quickly move on to the next question. Instead, this question was just followed up with, "What is your age? How many interviews do you have? Are you married or single?" The only question she asked that wasn't blatantly illegal was, "Why did it take you 5 years to graduate medical school?" Which still really hurt because I was very transparent in my application about my research gap year between 3rd and 4th year, so it was just abundantly clear that she just did not take the time to read my application before this interview. I truly just felt reduced to my age, marital status, and interview count, and that interview ended without any questions about me as a person. Unfortunately, my next interviewer wasn't much better. He also asked me again how many interviews I had, and after I replied, he said, "I know we're not supposed to ask, but applicants with more interviews tend to match at bigger name programs, and we're more of a hidden gem." I hope you're cringing as much as I cringe every time I think about that because it really made my blood boil in the moment. He asked me what my family did for work in a way that felt malignant and even made a backhanded comment saying, "Oh, with all this research you've done, you probably don't have time to do anything else." By the end of that day, I was just so exhausted. And I completely understood why there were some applicants who didn't rank this program at all. But for me, at the end of the day, I still ranked them. I knew that if my only other option was to go unmatched and reapply that next cycle, I would rather be in any residency program than have to go through that uncertainty just for a potential of something better. Because like they say, a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush.